Hi everyone, I'm Flannery Winchester, Communications Coordinator for Citizens Climate Lobby, and welcome to another Media Tip of the Month. Today, we're going to talk about the things you can do to leverage your media successes, whether it's a letter to the editor, an op-ed, an article, or an editorial endorsement that your group generated. So, let's say you wake up one morning, open up the newspaper, and see that your letter to the editor has been published. Congratulations! Hopefully your members of Congress or their staff will see it. But why leave that to chance? There are several things you can do to ensure that they see your letter. The first thing to do is to send your letter to the liaisons in your chapter. A liaison is the point person in your group who interacts with a congressional office in your area. It's their job to develop relationships with policy staffers in Washington. A letter to the editor is a good opportunity to reach out to their congressional contact. So send your letter to the liaison and ask them to share it with their contact in DC. If your group covers more than one congressional district, you might have several liaisons in your group. If you don't know who they are, ask your group leader. If there's more than one group in your area, it's possible that the liaisons for your senators are in another group. Again, just ask your group leader who they are. After you've shared your letter with the liaisons, another way to leverage your success is with social media. On Facebook, that could simply mean posting the online link to your letter along with a comment like, "So excited that the newspaper printed my letter today," about the need for Republicans and Democrats to come together on climate change solutions. Over on Twitter, you can share your letter directly with your members of Congress. As you compose your tweet, here are the things you'll want to include. First, a comment about your letter and the fact that you're a constituent in a specific congressional district. Second, the handles of your two senators and your representative. You can find those by doing a search of their names on Twitter. Third, a hashtag like #ClimateChange that will increase the reach of your tweet to people who are following that hashtag. And last, the link to your letter on the newspaper's website. If you put this last in your tweet, Twitter will generate a preview of the page. When you put all of these elements together, your tweet will look something like this example tweet from Communications Director Steve Falk. He has tagged both of Georgia's senators and his representative in the House. He's used a hashtag, and he's included a link to his letter. The text of his tweet encourages his members of Congress to take action on climate change. To get more mileage out of your tweet, you could ask the CCL members in your chapter who are on Twitter if they can retweet your post. You can also do something similar on Instagram. Perhaps take a picture of your letter in the paper and include an excerpt in the caption. You can then add tags for your senators and representative if they have Instagram accounts, as well as hashtags. Here's an example from CCL's Silicon Valley North chapter. Last but not least, make sure a field report is submitted for your letter to the editor. Field reports are how CCL headquarters knows about your success. Our media successes provide a good gauge of our effectiveness as an organization, and this factors into the decisions that foundations make about our funding. So find out who's in charge of submitting field reports for your chapter and ask them to submit your letter. The form to submit field reports can be found on CCL Community. As usual, if you have questions about print media or anything I've mentioned here today, you're always welcome to reach out to me or Communications Director Steve Falk for one-on-one support. You can email me at Flannery, FLANNERY, @citizensclimate.org. That's our tip of the month. We'll see you next time.